Hello everybody, this is Ray Garner with Garner's Games. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to do a opening of a pre-release pack. Outlaws of Thunder Junction is today. I haven't done any spoilers, so I really don't know what any of these cards are going to be. So let's open it up and find out. Got a nice cool wanted poster on there. We've got all our tokens that have kind of become the staple now of the new boxes. Things to use during the game. Let's see. Good old spin down. Interesting green, kind of warp stone glow, to use a Warhammer term. Got our divider. Cactus version of the magic symbol. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat art. Alright. Punisher. That's what this one here does. Human Warlock. Crown Excel up the top. Up to one target black card from your graveyard and copy it. You may cast the copy. If you do so, lose 2 life. I can see that having a lot of uses. Being able to reuse your black spells without having to actually bring them back from the grave. Just cast them from the grave. Alright, pack 1. Now remember, on pre-release, basically you'd be building a 40 card deck out of the cards that you find here. Alright, Corrupted Condition. Let's see. Sacrifice creature, draws 2 cards for 1 black. Drake. Flying, 2/3. As long as it's not your turn. Spells you cast 1 less. Cost 1 less to cast. That's good. So Dwarf Artificer here. Not bad. Mind Raider. Human Rogue. Trample. 2/3 for only 3 mana. There's battlefield and you control another outlaw. Create a treasure token. Dance of the Tumbleweeds. That is very on theme. Okay, so the little symbol up here, I was trying to figure out what the symbol up here in this corner was. And that's the spree, which basically gives you 1 or 2 options depending on how much extra mana you want to cast. In this case, additional 1. Search for a basic land or a desert card, put it on the battlefield and shuffle. And it's not tapped, so that's good. Or create an elemental token, where X is equal to the number of land you control. Here's our first desert. It's pretty basic. And then it comes into play. Choose a mana, or choose a color of mana, and it makes mana that color for you. Let's see what plot is. So a card from your hand. Cast this as a sorcery. You can later turn without paying its mana cost. So kind of delay effect. Knife points, enchantment. As long as it's your turn, your outlaws have first strike. That's good. Pretty useful. Next uncommon, lassoed by the law. Let's see, when lasso enters battle play, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until lasso leaves the battlefield. Okay, pretty basic. Let's see, when lasso enters the battlefield, choose a 1/1 red mercenary creature token, or create a 1/1 red mercenary token. Okay, neat. Possum. Alright, that one's just funny. Starfall Servant, Cat Druid. Whenever Roxanne Starfall Servant enters the battlefield or attacks, create a tap colorless artifact token named Meteorite. With when Meteorite enters the battlefield, do 2 damage to target creature. Oh, so it creates the old it creates token versions of the old Meteorite card. That's pretty neat. Whenever an artifact token is tapped for mana, add 1 mana of that type, so it doubles the mana production. Very good. Alright, Savage Smash. Okay, so it's the card a little bit harder to read than normal. A red, a green, and a colorless. Target creature you control gains +2/+2 until end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. Rolling Thunder, Angry Armadillo assaults. That is cool. Oops. A nice shiny here. Common though. Frog Beast. Mountain. An elemental token. Okay, not a bad first pack. Got some really cool cards in there. Let's see, pack number 2's got in it. We'll go a little faster through the commons on this pack. I won't spend all day on the commons. Okay, I got a common with a reach. We got a beaver mount. Visual. So I didn't actually read what mount is. Let's see. Saddle. Let's pay 3, I'm guessing. Tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 3 or more. So it's kind of more like a vehicle. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only with a sorcery. Okay, I need to read more rules on that. That doesn't tell me everything I need to know. So do. Okay, so this is a bounce spell. You get a survey if you have a desert. Alright, lifelink. And draw ability. Really good common, especially for draft. Human Scout. Mill and then put land in play. That's good. Love the art on that card. That is very cool. Ruthless Outlaw. Vampire Assassin. Oh, sacrifice a creature and you do destroy a non-land permanent. So that's really useful. Okay, that is just a classic old school Western tied to the railroad tracks. Really do love the Western theme on these cards. Alright. Destroy target artifact or creature. Controller gets a 1 or 2/2 white ox token. That's a good removal. Alright, Step Between Worlds. Another pretty art. This would make a really good playmat. Each player shuffles their hands and graveyard into their library. Each player who does draw 7 cards. Exile Step Between Worlds. Yeah, I can see that one having a pretty good amount of commander play in the future. Repulse. It's another bounce with a draw. I do like this art style. Full Mind Raider. And we got an art card on this one. Very nice. Alright, pack number 3. I guess I gotta be smarter than the pack. Okay, there we go. There's a Bird Soldier. There's a Death Touch Snake. That's a classic concept. 1/1 for 1 green with Death Touch. That'll go in a lot of green decks, especially on pre-release. First Strike and Haste. 1 mana for a 1/2. Sacrifice it, draw a card, and create a creature. That is an awesome common. That Goblin Pirate is great. That is a dang good common. I go flying. Destroy target tap creature. You gain 2 life, so that's really useful. Good removal for white. Another reach. Starting to see a little more reach in red, which is kind of odd. Alright. Jim Lightfoot, Sky Explorer, Human Scout. I think these wings are the actual kite wings from the equipment. Not 100% sure, but it looks like it. At the beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, draw a card. So it gives you some draw. You're not casting anything. It's good if you're low on hands. Another shapeshifter. Caught in the crossfire. One of the spree cards. Alright. Legendary Dwarf Berserker. Horde Master. You commit a crime, create a tap treasure token, trigger this ability only once per turn. Sacrifice 3 treasure tokens, create a 4/4 red scorpion dragon creature with flying and haste. Activate only as a sorcery. That's pretty neat. Not amazing, but very neat. It would be dumb powerful in sealed. Right, great train high, so this is a double rare pack. 3 options on this one. That's pretty cool. Yep, Mischief. Alright, so this is colorless and black. Change the target of target spell with a single target. You lose like equals that mana value. That's really useful. Got a foily uncommon. Full art plain, like it. And another elemental. Alright, so that's halfway point. Kind of see where I would be going. Probably doing a white-blue deck based on what I've seen so far, unless something really changes in the second half. That's what I'd build. Alright, Lifelink Vampire. Move these cards a little bit more out of the way. Okay, Loan Shark, that's just funny. That card get played just because it's hilarious. Alright. Human Civilian. Nothing too amazing, but it'll work in a pinch. Trick Shot deals 6 damage to target creature and 2 damage up to one other target creature token. Okay. That lets you kill a creature and kill a token deal for 5 mana. A little expensive, but we are looking at draft and seal, so that's kind of any kind of damage in red is usually pretty good. Defender. This pack's a little lackluster so far. But now we're into the uncommon, so we could have some pick up here. Shapeshifter Rogue. A lot of shapeshifters, it seems like, already. From very few packs. An Armadillo for 6, 7/7 with reach. And Ward 3. And then you can actually discard to go get a basic land or a desert. Put in your hand. And you gain life for doing it, so that's pretty good. And Herd Whisperer. Let's see, as long as your turn, mounts, and vehicles you control have hexproof. Gain +1/+1 counter when they attack. Okay, that is a very useful card. Assuming you're playing those cards, of course. Annie joins up. 3-color legendary enchantment. When Annie joins up, enters the battlefield, deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. If a trigger ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, the ability triggers an additional time. Alright, pretty useful. You can see that making play. First Mystic. Transmutation from 5 mana, create your choice of a blood, a clue, or a food token. Sacrifice 3 artifact tokens with different names. Search your library for an artifact card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. Okay, so that's a cheat card in card. That is going to see a lot of play. Screw the critics. Cool art. Not that great of a spell, though. Okay. Foil common. Plains. And a golem token. Alright. Pack number 5. There's our frog. Human social security. That's classic Western. Kind of expensive. Okay, bowl rocket launcher. That's kind of neat looking. Alright, Thunder Salvo. That's actually a pretty good card. Deals X damage to target creature where X is 2 plus the number of other spells you've cast this turn. Alright, Mercenary, Centaur. That lifelink vampire again. Prairie dog. It's a squirrel. Everybody needs squirrels. It's a lifelink squirrel too. Very good. Alright. Rotting Sphinx. Kind of weird to have a Sphinx in the Old West. A lot of other things I think they could have done with that card instead. Alright, another desert here. Target creature can't block this turn. Only has a sorcery, so kind of can help you get around a few things. Say a Death Touch Snake. Alright. Vedmir the New Blood. There's a Vampire Rogue. Only two costs, and he's a 2/2. Alright, commit a crime. Put a +1/+1 counter on him. Ability trigger on once per turn. As long as he has 4 more +1/+1 counter, he has Menace and Lifelink. So, takes a while, but he can get to be a problem. Hindering Light, white, blue, counter target spell, control, draw a card. Alright. Foil Rat Warlock. Kind of neat art. I hadn't seen him so far. Basic blue and Crazy Demon Guy. Okay. Last pack. An ogre. Okay, this one here, it's got the spree, makes a white spirit 2/2 with flying. Counter target spell unless they pay 2 more. But 2 mana for basically a double cost 4 spike. Alright, enchantment. Porcupine mount. I don't know if I want to ride a porcupine. Alright. Tumbleweed Rising. Sorcery, create an XX green elemental token where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. It's got plot. Okay. When tumbleweeds tumble against the wind, run. I like that quote. That's a good old peddler. Alright, Druid Bear. It's cool and common. Human Assassin. Oops. The art of that is just silly. I'd almost want to play him out of that one too. Alright. Lava Spur Boots. It's uncommon. It's equip card gets equip creature gets +1/+0. Has haste and ward 1. Only costs 1 to equip. That's going to have some good uses. Oh, we got us a land here. There's battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. So it's fast mana. That green and blue. I think it's my first rare of this type. Alright. Let's see. Choose target card in graveyard other than basic land card. Search its owner's Graveyard hand and library for any number of cards with the same name of that card. Exile them. Ooh, then show that. Useless in Commander, to be fair, but in almost every other format, and it's Phyrexian mana, that is strong. That is super strong. That's a full uncommon. No, we have a lifeland. Oh, I'm sorry. Not a lifeland. This is a little different. We're just jumping to a conclusion here. It comes into play tap. There's battlefield, deal 1 damage to target opponent. So it's a damage land. That's kind of neat. And of course, everybody's favorite, the ad cards. Dun dun dun. Definitely still think I'm doing white and blue. Black is pretty strong in these cards that I've gotten. But yeah, I think it's going to be white and blue. White green is a possibility because I got 2 white green lands there in that last pack. If I remember right. Wasn't they both? Eh, that won't work. No, green blue. So I actually could do a 3-color. White, green, blue, building around those 2 lands. That would be kind of good. 3-color pre-release deck. So anyway, there is a pre-release kit for Thunder Junction. Most everybody will be doing pre-releases tonight at your locals. We'll be doing one here at 7 o'clock. I hope everybody has fun. We of course, followed it with a draft for 2 weeks in a row. I hope your local stores are also doing drafts of this set. I'm a big Western fan, so I've been looking forward to this set. I expect this to be a extremely enjoyable set. Like I said, just from what little sample I've had here, I didn't do any spoilers like I mentioned before. Very happy with a lot of these cards. And I just think this is going to be a great set. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that other good stuff. See you out there, partner.